We're diving into one of the most talked about coins in American history, the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Could it really be worth $1.7 million? Stay tuned, because this might be the video that turns your old change into life-changing money. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909. But the 1967 penny is especially interesting, not for what it has, but for what it's missing. Take a look, there's no mint mark. That's not an error. In 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks to discourage coin hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. That policy continued until 1968. So, yes, every penny from 1967 was made without a mint mark. Now, you might wonder, if all 1967 pennies lack a mint mark, what makes one potentially worth millions? Here's the deal. Heavy checkmark condition, only coins in flawless condition, called MS 67 or higher, mint state, are highly valuable. These look brand new, no scratches, no wear. Heavy checkmark errors, some rare coins have minting errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets. These flaws can increase the value dramatically. Heavy checkmark material. All 1967 pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. If someone finds one struck on the wrong metal, say silver or aluminum, it's a major error coin and incredibly rare. You may have seen the headline, 1967 penny sells for $1.7 million. But here's the truth. No standard 1967 penny has officially sold for that amount yet. The origin of that figure likely comes from estimates, speculation, or misreported auctions. Rare coins can sell for millions, but usually it's due to a combination of extreme rarity, condition, and collector demand. A flawless 1967 penny with a major error could indeed fetch hundreds of thousands, even approach $1 million in the right market. Want to know if your 1967 penny is worth big bucks? Here's a checklist. Check the condition. Look for a shiny, unworn surface. If it looks brand new, you're on the right track. Use a magnifying glass, check for errors like doubled letters or numbers. Weigh it. A normal penny weighs about 3.11 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Never clean your coin. It lowers the value. Have a valuable penny? Here's how you can cash in. Moneybag online auctions sites like eBay can reach a wide audience, but know your coin's value first. Moneybag coin dealers, local or national dealers can offer appraisals, but always get a second opinion. Moneybag coin shows and conventions. These are great for connecting with serious buyers. Moneybag certified auctions, Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers handle some of the world's most valuable coin sales. So, could your 1967 penny be worth $1.7 million? Probably not. But if it's in perfect condition or has a rare error, it could still be worth thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and comment below if you've got a coin you think might be worth a fortune. We're diving deep into the mystery, history, and massive value of the 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you're over 30 and have old coins lying around, this might be the most profitable 10 minutes of your life. Welcome to Your Channel Name, where we explore rare coins and hidden treasures that could be sitting in your home right now. Today's spotlight. A coin that's been called a collector's dream. The 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Why is it rare? How can you tell if you have one? And what makes one version of this common-looking penny worth millions? First, let's cover the basics. In 1968, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln pennies in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Denver and San Francisco have mint marks, a small D or S under the date. But Philadelphia, no mint mark at all. So, a 1968 penny without a mint mark is perfectly normal if it came from Philadelphia. But here's where it gets interesting. Most 1968 no mint mark pennies are worth just 1 to 10 cents. But there's a super rare error coin. A few pennies made in San Francisco accidentally got struck without the S mint mark. That's not supposed to happen. And collectors go wild for mint errors like these. One example of this extremely rare error: a 1968 S penny without the S was once estimated to be worth up to $1.8 million due to its extreme rarity and condition. Why? Because only a handful exist. It's like finding a typo in a $100 bill that makes it worth $100,000. So how do you know if your 1968 penny is the golden ticket? The date should read 1968. There should be no mint mark below the year. The coin should be sharply struck, clear features ideally. It should be in uncirculated or mint condition. You need to rule out that it's not just a Philadelphia coin. If experts confirm it's a San Francisco strike missing the S, then you may have hit the jackpot. You'll need a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate it. Let's talk real money. Some rare Lincoln era coins have sold for tens of thousands, but a flawless 1968 no mint mark era penny could be one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. One similar mint era penny sold for over $250,000. If an authentic 1968 S no mint mark penny were to surface in near-perfect condition, experts believe it could fetch over $1 million at auction. That's why collectors, auction houses, and coin hunters are always on the lookout. So what should you do if you think you've got a rare one? Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Store it in a soft holder or plastic flip. Take it to a certified coin dealer or submit it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Once verified, you can sell it at auction, through dealers or online coin marketplaces. This could be the start of a small fortune. A penny saved could be $1 million earned. If you've got old coins lying around, it's time to check those dates. Especially 1968 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark. Want more tips on finding rare coins in your collection? Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a chance to cash in on your change. And tell us in the comments, what's the oldest coin you own? We're digging deep into one of the most talked about coins, the 1973 D Lincoln cent, and the wild claim that it could be worth $1.3 million. Is it fact or fantasy? Let's find out. The internet is full of headlines screaming, this 1973 D penny sold for over $1 million. But what's the truth behind the hype? Is your coin a jackpot or just pocket change? What makes a 1973 D penny special? What real collectors are paying today? How to check your coin's value and how you can sell rare coins for top dollar. The 1973 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver. That's what the little D below the date stands for. Now, brace yourself, over 3.5 billion of these were produced. That's right, billion with a B. So they're not exactly rare, or are they? Most of these pennies are only worth 1 cent, maybe a few cents if they're in good shape. But every so often, a rare version shows up, and that's where things get interesting. Let's talk about that $1.3 million story. Some videos and articles show a 1973 D penny selling for over $1 million. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the truth. No verified 1973 D Lincoln cent has ever sold for anywhere near $1.3 million. These viral headlines are often clickbait. They confuse genuine high-value errors with regular coins. Most 1973 D pennies sell for under $1 unless they're graded mint condition or have rare mint errors. That's the golden key, error coins. So what are people actually paying? A regular 1973 D penny in circulated condition, worth about 1 to 10 cents. An uncirculated 1 graded MS 65 or better. That could fetch $50 to $500 at auction. Rare mint errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets, those could be worth $1,000 or more depending on the error. But remember the $1 million figure? Total myth. Unless your coin has something truly unique, it's not hitting 7 figures. Here's how you can find out if your coin is special. Examine your coin. Use a magnifying glass. Check for shine, wear, and any odd features. Look for errors. Search for signs like doubling on the letters or date off-center stamping, weird cuts, or shapes. Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can tell you exactly what it's worth. And buyers trust certified coins. Got something valuable? Here's how to sell smart. List on eBay with clear photos and honest descriptions. Visit a local coin dealer for a quick appraisal. Use auction sites like Heritage Auctions for rare pieces. Join Facebook groups or online coin forums, but beware, don't fall for scams. Always get a second opinion before selling, and never pay upfront to find out your coin's value. To wrap it up, the 1973 D. Lincoln penny is interesting, but the $1 million version? Probably a myth. Still, if you've got old coins sitting in jars, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. But only if you know what to look for. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin secrets, and share this with someone who might have a fortune in their drawer. We're diving into the fascinating story behind the 1978 No Mint Mark Lincoln cent, a coin that stunned collectors and sellers alike. If you've got a jar of old coins lying around, or maybe inherited a few from a relative, this video might just change your life. Scene 2. Historical context. Why this coin matters. Let's take a step back to 1978. Disco was king, gas was 65 cents a gallon, and the U.S. Mint was cranking out millions of Lincoln cents. These pennies featured President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But here's where it gets interesting. Most coins are struck at one of three mints: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Coins from Denver have a small d, San Francisco has an s. But in 1978, the Philadelphia Mint didn't put any mint mark at all. So, a 1978 penny with no mint mark is actually totally normal. They're everywhere. But not all no mint mark pennies are created equal. Rumors have circulated in collector circles about an ultra-rare variation of the 1978 Lincoln cent. One such coin allegedly sold for $1.8 million due to a unique minting error combined with perfect condition. What makes this coin so valuable? Experts say it's a combination of a dramatic double die, pristine red condition, graded MS 68 or higher, and rare metal anomalies. And because it has no mint mark, people often overlook it, assuming it's just a regular penny. So, how do you know if you're holding a fortune in your hand? Here's what to check. White heavy check mark, no mint mark below the date. This is step 1. 1978 only. White heavy check mark, sharp details in the lettering. Look for doubling, especially in Liberty, and the date. White heavy check mark, red luster. A shiny, untouched look means better value. White heavy check mark, no scratches or wear. Condition is everything. White heavy check mark, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Even if your penny isn't the $1 million one, certain 1978 no mint mark pennies in great condition can still be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. Let's talk real money, not rumors. A 1978 Lincoln cent graded MS 67 red has sold for over $3,000 at auction. A double die variety with no mint mark? Even more. Combine that with pristine preservation and you're looking at a jackpot. Think you've found a winner? Here's what to do next. Don't clean it. This lowers the value drastically. Take clear photos. Use natural lighting, zoom in on the date and lettering. Submit for grading through PCGS or NGC. They'll verify authenticity and condition. Listed on eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. There are even Facebook groups and coin forums where collectors are ready to buy. So now you know your everyday change might be hiding a treasure. Go check your jars, drawers, or those dusty old piggy banks. And if you think you've got something special, don't wait. You could be holding onto a coin worth thousands, or even $1.8 million. Hit that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe for more rare coin tips, and share this with a friend who loves treasure hunting.